Hi, Sally Rutledge at OTSI Nonprofit Maintenance. Please take a moment and subscribe to my videos and like them. Thank you. You like my little setup today? And I'm doing this for a reason because I'm on my soapbox today. Jumping up here. So here I am on my soapbox. Two nonprofits that have gone drastically wrong. And I want to tell you about them quickly because I'm offended by both of them. Federal grand jury has indicted former Minneapolis Regional Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Jonathan Weinhagen on charges of stealing $200,000 from the organization, including $30,000 that the chamber put up as reward money following the shootings of three children in 2021. Weinhagen, 42, abruptly left his job in 2024 after an internal investigation found a $500,000 projected deficit. He made his initial appearance 2 weeks ago on charges of wire fraud, mail fraud, attempted bank fraud, making a false statement, and a loan application. Magistrate Judge Elizabeth Cohen Wright ordered Weinhagen released on a $25,000 unsecured bond. He did not enter a plea. The defense attorney declined to comment. Wait to hear this part. It's a doozy. Prosecutors say that Weinhagen invented a fictional company called Synergy Partners along with fictional owner James Sullivan, which he used to enter into fraudulent contracts with the chamber. According to the indictment, Weinhagen got the chamber to pay more than $100,000 to Synergy under the contracts, which he used for personal expenses. He allegedly also opened a line of credit in the chamber's name and borrowed more than $125,000 and transferred it to his fake company. When the chamber discovered that credit line, oh, about time, staff requested information about the payments. That's when Weinhagen allegedly sent fake emails to make it appear that Synergy, which has never existed, had gone out of business and published a fake obituary that said Sullivan, who never existed, and died of pancreatic cancer. In May of 2021, the chamber contributed $30,000 to Crime Stoppers Fund after the death of a 9-year-old and 6-year-old that were caught in the crossfire in two separate shootings. Those precious little babies. A third incident, a little 10-year-old boy was seriously injured a year later when the crime was still unsolved. Weinhagen asked Crime Stoppers to return the $30,000. He allegedly requested that the group send the refund check to his home, which he told them was the chamber's new address. Where was the board? Now, I know it's all alleged. I have to say that it's alleged. But he's been indicted by a federal grand jury. Wow, Minneapolis Regional Chamber of Commerce. I don't know if you can ever bounce back from this. Where was your board? This whole time, nobody looked into this freaking fictional company? How is he able to spend that kind of money without board approval? And if he had board approval, what the hell, board? All right, the next one is even giving me a bigger. I have ibuprofen now. I just keep here. It's starting to be like candy. Veterans retirement home called Equal Steps. Opened in 2021. Nonprofit, 501c3. Now the chamber was a 501c6 or is. This executive director at this veterans retirement home was booked on a warrant for felony bad checks for over $164,000. His retirement home had 17 residents, all veterans of different conflicts, some of them in their 90s. The police were called, a police and fire department, I should say, and God bless these people for doing what they've done here. And when the police walked in, they smelled a strong urine smell, and many of them went without proper access to the bathroom. Can everybody in the front row down there hear me? Veterans couldn't get to the bathroom in a veterans home that were taking the Medicare, Medicaid, veterans benefits, and Social Security benefits. Our veterans. My dad was a veteran. This pisses me off. My Uncle Russ, Purple Heart Award winner out of World War II. My grandfather, U.S. Army, World War I. I mean, I have veterans in my family that are still living. Then the residents had 2 days to relocate. Many had to be taken to the hospital. In fact, almost all of them were. The fire department brought ambulances and were taking these people to the hospital for review. And many had to stay until new living arrangements could be found. Now, I know that there's an emergency declaration before the city council so that they can help place these people in safe, clean environments. They also found out that they operated this place without a license because it expired in 2024. So this executive director, this bitch, was out taking their money, spending it, didn't even go back after the license. Whoops. It's a privately owned building, and the building owner, I honestly had no responsibility over this. They hadn't been in there, thought everything was running. I mean, they owned the building. They didn't run it. They weren't the board. But the owner of the building was doing everything that they could do once this was all discovered to help in any way possible. So thank you for that. And thank you to the police and fire department and the hospital staff. Several staff members left when this all came to, they just left. They were caring for the residents. They left them to fend for themselves. They should go to jail themselves for that. No checks and balances. No checks and balances. No board intervention. $164,000. Some people don't ever make that. And this was from our veterans, men and women. It's disgusting. There's nothing, I can't say anything nice about this. I can't, I'm totally on my soapbox here. Now, I don't know what the chamber is going to do. I wouldn't help them with a 10-foot pole at this. I mean, think about it. Their board dropped the ball 1,000 times and 1,000%. That's why Sarbanes-Oxley came out after Enron. And part of that are 3 important pieces for nonprofits. Document retention. Okay, can't just throw your crap out every year. And a good accountant can tell you that. Whistleblowers policy, which if you blow the whistle on these kind of people, it's anonymous. No retribution can come to you. And fiduciary transparency. I mean, my God, the amount of money that was stolen. So these are alleged incidences, but We'll see where it goes and either one of them. And I'm going to follow them both. And I thank you to my friend Barb for sending me the Minnesota one. That wasn't even on my radar. But the other one I found on my own. Now, the giving season is upon us. And we all know that there are so many people in need. The number keeps growing because, we have a government that, like, let's cut everything off. Let's cut off the benefits and the food supply and whatever. All of them. For the love of God, do your damn jobs. All of you. I'm not being party political here. I'm just saying, do your damn job. Get back to work. The hell is this all about? I don't know. But with the giving season coming, I implore you to look very carefully at who you're going to be giving money to. Now, there's a lot of great chambers of commerce throughout this country. Don't let this one guy ruin it for you, for your local chamber, because there's a lot of great leaders out there doing the right thing. The boards are doing the right thing. There's a lot of great charitable organizations that are doing the right thing, and the boards are involved. They're monitoring what happens, what goes on, what monies come in, what monies come out. That's their job. Right? And board development, if you had board development, it would tell you that's your job. Financial and legal. You're the ones. You're the ones the IRS knows about. You're the ones your state, Secretary of State, and Attorney Generals know about. But as you're looking to tithe for the season, I want you to do research. Guidestar.org. Great place to go look. You can see the 990s that have been filed. Are they in good shape? Could they use a little bit more? Who's on the board? Who's running it? Have they filed all their necessary paperwork, their annual reports? The IRS has a charitable site that you can go and search if they're recognized by the IRS. Some aren't because they're too small. No, don't need to be. But you can search. Many state Secretary of States have a charitable solicitation bureau where you can go search for that as well. Look them up. Are they in good standing with the state? Are they in good standing with the IRS? If they're not, don't donate. There's too many that are in good standing, such as the United Ways. Now, you all know that I'm a huge proponent of United Way. Why? Because United Way do their diligence. They take the time to review, to document, to research, to interview, because United Way gives to nonprofits who help people in return. So United Way doesn't give you to that small organization. They give based upon documentation, proof, and interviewing. They do their due diligence. And you've seen my videos on here with the three that I love the most. Kathy at the Batavia United Way in Batavia, Illinois. Karen at the Grundy County United Way in Morris. And Sally at the United Way of Eastern LaSalle County. Now, these are Illinois-based, but you can check on any United Way in your community or your region. And I don't care if it's only $1. The great thing about a United Way is they take your dollar and they pool it with the other dollars. And all of a sudden, their pool is a puddle. It's bigger and bigger, and they can help more nonprofits to help more people that are in need. It's a brilliant concept. I've been involved with United Way since third grade. My parents were big into United Way. I love United Ways, and I love Chambers of Commerce. So that would make me really sick to my stomach. And I think it is our responsibility as United States citizens to take care of our veterans. They fought for us. And I don't care if they didn't go to war. Well, he's a veteran, but he didn't go to war. So thank God he didn't have to go to war, or her. Thank God. But I mean, I have friends and relatives that they did their time in the service. They were prepared to do what they needed to do. They served us. So as you get ready to give for this new year, please research more than ever before. And I'll jump off my soapbox now.